Michael Agbolade Otedola.
Thank you very much.
Chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am not only being privileged to be here on this occasion, I feel proud to be connected with this occasion. I am not your MC. I would have very much loved to do it. But there are more brilliant and better people who can be MCs than I am. Therefore, I want to introduce to you an old colleague of mine, the man who sent me away from the grammar school so he can come in and have a seat in the grammar school. Lekan is the master of ceremonies on this occasion, and I am pleased to introduce him to you. I feel proud that I was connected with him, that I knew him well, and he is here, Mr. Lekan Ogunbanwo. Is your MC for the occasion. Just before Lekan takes over, may I have, and I do take the privilege or request Chief Epe Adebola, our disputed leader in this area, to present some. Therefore, we are requesting Chief Epe Adebola to present some of our people to one of their very illustrious sons, Chief Michael Agbolade Otedola. Chief Adebola. My Lord, spiritual and temporal, Your Royal Highness, chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome. We are here today to honor our kinsman and brother who has attained the enviable position of Chief Executive of Lagos State. He is no other personality than His Excellency Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola, the Governor of Lagos State. In presenting Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola to you as our guest of honor, you will no doubt wish to know who the man is. Who is Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola, recently voted the Governor of the state? I believe we get to know him and what he stands for if at our starting point we look at him from the point of profession. Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola is a renowned journalist. As a journalist, he was known to have exhibited objectivity and maturity in handling of issues of public interest. As a governor, he will no doubt show great understanding and tolerance in the discussion and criticism of the policies of his government. Our gentlemen of the press can therefore be assured that they have, at the helm of affairs in the state, a governor who is their friend and colleague. Cameramen need not fear that their cameras may be seized and they themselves walk out. As an individual, Sir Michael
Otedola has great concern for his fellow men. He reveals this natural attribute in his benevolence towards the less privileged in the society. An example of his humaneness and philanthropy is shown in the establishment by him of a self-financed scheme from which scholarships are awarded annually to brilliant but less privileged Nigerians. Such is the success of this scholarship scheme and of its benevolence that the Lagos State government showed its recognition by making a special commendation award to Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola in 1988. The scholarship scheme is still in existence today. Also, as a religious person, Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola has used his religion to establish a high moral standard for himself and has been an exemplary lifestyle which is most admirable. It's not surprising, therefore, that he is today a knight in the Catholic Church, having been awarded a knighthood by His Holiness before. Again, Sir Michael Agbolade Otedola is an industrialist. In his capacity, he knows the progress and the pain being faced and suffered by industry, who are vital to the turnaround of the economy. Because of the way the industrialists and because of our attitude towards industrial development in the country, that's why we are a consumer nation. Almost 80% of what we consume in this country today are imported. And that is why our naira will continue to depreciate. That's why it's necessary for all the states to have regular dialogue with the federal government. Intents and purposes is an embodiment of the sterling qualities expected of a government. We have Mr. Agbolade Otedola, a person capable of producing the exemplary leadership the state requires. Let us now take a cursory look at a few of the tasks before Sir Michael Otedola, bearing in mind the resources available in the state. Lagos State has many resources which are yet to be fully tapped and utilized. Apart from being industrial base of Nigeria, with over 60% of the industries in the country sited there, Lagos State has such immense potential, sufficient to make it one of the leading tourist centers in the world. Places like Orlando, Venice, Dubrovnik has been destroyed now because of the war in Yugoslavia. Monte Carlo, Miami, and Rio, to name a few, depend mainly on tourism for their revenue. A view of the geographical location of Lagos State shows at a glance that the state is better placed than the places already mentioned. With the waterfronts in Epe, Ejiri, Lekki, Ikorodu, and Badagry, and the margin of the sea and lagoon in Lagos, there can be no tourist attraction more imposing than these features. How to convert these abundant natural resources into revenue-generating entities should therefore be one of the priorities of the Lagos State government. The implication here is that the government alone cannot achieve much without the support of the inhabitants of the state and the private sector as a whole. To cite an example, the government needs funds in order to execute programs. This is only possible if all citizens and the operators in the private sector pay their taxes regularly. May we see this opportunity, therefore, to appeal to all and sundry in the private sector to give full support to the government to enable it to achieve optimum results. It should be realized that if the government and the organized private sector work together as partners in progress, a lot of dormant resources in the state will be activated, which will generate more revenue to the coffers of the state government. In effect, the state will be in a better position to prosecute many development programs, and the outcomes will be beneficial to all. Let us remind ourselves that for a government to succeed and win the affection of the masses, the quality of the services rendered with regard to infrastructural facilities such as water, electricity, transportation, health delivery, education, and so on, must be adequate and commensurate with what they are paying for. It is our expectation that the administration of Sir Agbolade Otedola will pay adequate attention to the rural areas of the state by ensuring that infrastructural facilities such as water, electricity, better health delivery, qualitative education, particular attention to science and technology will be help to attract industries to the rural area, open more employment opportunities for the people, and stem the tide of rural-urban migration. The standard of living of the rural dwellers will improve, and the people will be able to contribute more effectively to the social, economic development of the state and the country. It is necessary for us to draw attention to the issue of food production. A market survey of the foodstuffs consumed in Lagos State will reveal that most of them are brought from other states of the country. Lagos State should be able to identify areas of production in which it can specialize and sell to other states of the country and even beyond. One area which the state appears to have a greater competitive advantage is fish farming because of its wide expanse of water. We look forward to the time when the state will make more significant impact in the realm of food production in the country. Your Excellency, Obas and Chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will agree with us that in an occasion of joy such as this, is not for long speech making. In ending this speech, therefore, let me echo a remark made by Sir Agbolade Otedola himself during his swearing-in ceremony as governor. He remarked that he sees himself as public servant number one. Please let's give me a round of applause. With the vowed open door policy of Sir Agbolade Otedola, and by the grace of God, his administration will pray to be resounding success. Thank you for this.
Pé Americana Queen ni wọ́n sìn, wọ́n pe ọkùnrin Anita Americana. Ṣẹ́lí irú ìjókòó báyìí tí a bá ti jókòó. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá fún àwọn òṣèré ẹ̀pà láti ìrúkò ní àtẹ́wọ́ tó dá o. Àtẹ́wọ́ yẹn ò dá.
Ṣé tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ mi bọ̀ abẹ ní adé o? Máa kọ́kọ́ ṣe bà lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ bá. Ọba tó dá mi sáyé, òun pẹ̀lú ànábì mú ọmọ jẹ o. No one I will worship.
kí àwọn Hausa community Ẹ̀pẹ́ náà kí àwọn náà ti dé báyìí o. Hausa community Ẹ̀pẹ́. Serikin Sabo Hausa community Ẹ̀pẹ́. Zomara.
The market leaders, my fathers and mothers, ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable press. I thank you all for giving me this august and the greatest opportunity. Actually, it's a great privilege for me to present a beautiful gift to His Excellency, Honorable Sister, Your Excellency, sir, it gives me the greatest pleasure for you, our father, and as you have just said, and you always say, that you are the father of all, quote and unquote. You are also a illustrious son of a local government here, and the greatest ambassador of this our time. And I have no doubt, sir, that you will fulfill beyond expectation in the name of the Almighty Father. And I was actually overwhelmed when you described yourself as a civil servant, for I have always known that greatness does not lie in being a leader, but service, honest service to humanity. So, sir, on behalf of the entirety of the first division, I'll present the gift.
Ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tá à ń wí wọn ní dùrù ń bẹ̀, so wọ́n máa ń fẹnu lá orin ni kán tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọ́. So ni Reverend bá bọ́ síbẹ̀ ló bá ní orin tá a kọ nísìnyí ní orin 404. La 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 la. Ó tó irú ìjọ olè lè kẹ́ ẹ. So bó ṣe lá kọlẹ̀ báyìí, ó wá fẹ́ fi glasses sójú ẹ̀ ló bá rí fóun orin. Ó ní à ṣẹ́ni tó bá ti lá orin tán bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń pè fún wọn. Ló bá ní à mo gbàgbé gágà mi sílé mo gbọ̀ngbọ̀n mo gbàgbé gágà mi sílé. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má kọrin. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má gbèrín. Mo gbàgbé gágà mi sílé. Mo gbàgbé gágà mi sílé. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má gbèrín. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má gbèrín. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má gbèrín. Àní ẹ má gbèrín sẹ́. Ẹ̀yin ìjọ ẹ má gbèrín. Ó ní òkè mi ò jẹ́ wàá tó. Ó dáná òní wàásù ló
ní
the chairman of Epe local government, represented here by his deputy, I personally, on my own behalf, and on behalf of my family, would like to wish him a speedy recovery from his illness. Your Royal Highnesses, Kabiyesi's, Obas, and Chiefs of Epe Division, the elders of Epe Division, the organizers of this historic occasion, distinguished guests, ladies, and organized by the entire people of Epe Division, which comprises the Epe local government and Ibejuleki local government areas. I have listened attentively to the good things you said about me, which I consider most generous. It is indeed a great thing to receive the approval of one's own people. I am indeed happy and proud to be one of the sons of Epe Division. I therefore wish to express my profound gratitude on behalf of my family, my party, the National Republican Convention, for this warm and generous reception arranged by the people of Epe Division, regardless of party affiliation, to honor me. I must use this opportunity once again to thank all the elders of Epe Division, the various community leaders, Obas and Chiefs, the young and the old, for your unflinching support during the last gubernatorial elections. I want to assure you that the confidence you had in me before electing me into office is not misplaced. As highlighted in the welcome address, the business of governance is based on mutual trust and responsibilities between the government and the governed. In other words, we have a responsibility to provide social facilities, ensure the maintenance of peace and order for economic activities to thrive and grow. We have a responsibility to ensure that good education is provided for our children.
We have a responsibility to provide and stimulate interests of individuals and corporate bodies in providing good and decent shelter. We have a responsibility to encourage and aid agricultural practices so as to have abundant food for the people. And above all, we have a responsibility to manage the resources of the state for the benefit of all the citizens. Nevertheless, the success of this administration will depend very much on the full cooperation and contribution of all the citizens of the state. We have promised to promote a new type of partnership between government and the private sector. We hope to get the private sector involved in all aspects of government programs and developmental activities. We will soon start with the inauguration of the Lagos Corporate Assembly, which will be a forum for dialogue and cooperation between government and the private sector. This government intends to improve on past efforts to develop the rural areas of the state. Many of the problems in the metropolitan area of Lagos State will be reduced if the rural areas are given a new lease of life. These include problems such as overcrowding, crime, inadequate and poor accommodation, unemployment, and such other headaches of the city people. Epe Division has great potential for commercial, industrial, communication, and transport development. But no people can attain their full potential without peace and unity. The time has come for all leaders of thought in Epe Division to search their conscience whether they have not reduced the pace of progress in this area through unnecessary quarrel, undue manipulation of history for narrow and sectional interests, unhealthy rivalry, and downright indifference to the welfare of our people. This is not a time for self-justification or self-righteousness, but we must address the question sincerely. Couldn't we have progressed faster than this if we were more united and more altruistic? God has endowed the people of this division with rich natural and human resources. We have a responsibility to make Lagos State to be even greater than it is now. A close observation of the political situation in Lagos State today will show that Epe Division holds the key to the political stability of the state today. In other words, if there is political turmoil in Lagos State, we should ask ourselves, where someone or some people in this division are going wrong. I realize that our gathering today cuts across political affiliation, religious inclination, and social groupings. This is an evidence of oneness. This is an evidence of our readiness and ability to work together as a people. This is an evidence of cooperation and support. Let us continue to identify common issues and problems and find common solutions. I shall rely and look forward to your working with the government to plan, implement, and evaluate our programs with the aim of making Lagos State to now excel. I am sure and confident that we shall succeed. I want to use this opportunity to assure all the citizenry that this government does not wish to be stampeded into taking any action without due consultations with all the interests of the state. So we are slow but steady. We will not allow ourselves to be stampeded into naming a cabinet that is not first class. Hopefully, before the end of the month, we shall have completed the exercise that will yield for us, for you, our people, a cabinet, a corps of directors general that will be second to none in the Federation. We plan and intend to take the right steps, not to run before we can walk, but due procedural measures which we have embarked upon will certainly bring you names of commissioners that you will all admire. I am proud to say that when announced, you will find in the cabinet people who have been chosen because of their personal integrity and not because they belong to a political party. My aim is to exhibit exemplary leadership. And to do this, we are resolved to do just justice. sacrifice justice and fair play for the purpose of receiving just praises and praises. We will put in place a cabinet that cuts across all interests across the state. And I assure you, this will come in the next couple of weeks. Screening is going on at the moment, even though silently. But when it is completed and when the House of Assembly has been duly informed, we shall announce the cabinet. It is true that I have a constitutional power to name anyone who I place as commissioner. But somebody share running. I want to plead with you, because I have this golden opportunity of doing so, that every name that appears on the cabinet list, which you will hear in due course, has been painstakingly arrived at. We are not naming a cabinet that is all NRC, because sincerely I tell you that it is not the NRC alone that possesses the best brains. I have put together a cabinet that I have found from amongst the NRC, the SDP, and the non-party people. And so I plead with my NRC party members not to feel slighted that such a cabinet is not 100% NRC. In fact, I can reveal that a cabinet of 7 commissioners will have only 3 NRC members. We will have 2 SDP members and we'll have 2 non-party members. And we'll cut across all the ethnic composition of Lagos State. Ijebu, Awuri, Egun, Eko, and all the 5 divisions in Lagos State will be represented by able and competent and qualified sons of this division. It does not matter to me whether such persons are green or black or gray or yellow. Or Muslim or Christian. That would not be my consideration. My duty is service to this state. And that duty I will not abandon, no matter where pressures come from. Kabi says, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I see the Deputy Governor is on seat. Welcome her. Fellow compatriots, I thank all those who proposed and finally organized this successful and most inspiring reception. May God Almighty, in His infinite goodness, be with you all and replenish your purse abundantly. Thank you very much.
ọ̀dọ́ wa.
Alájà òjìbù náà máa bọ̀ ọ́.
Àti national chairman NRC alájà Sàláwà Àjẹní ẹ̀kí wọn o. Ẹ̀yin alẹ́ ìpẹ́jẹ́ gbọ́ ọmọ ilé òfẹ́ la iṣẹ́ o ẹ̀ka àgbọ̀kẹ́ tó lórí o.
Number one citizen of Igbo community in Lagos. And the deputy commissioner, Lagos State, to greet you all. The other to make it possible for Otedola to become the governor of Lagos State.
Mo kí gbogbo ìjókòó iṣẹ́ tí a fún mi ṣe lọ́sàn-án yìí ni láti dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo wa àti àwa onílé àti àwọn àlejò fún ẹ̀yẹ tí a wá ṣe fún bàbá wa ọmọ wa gómìnà wa Sir Michael Otedola ní ọ̀sán yìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó yà wá lẹ́nu pé ẹni tá a wá ṣẹ̀yẹ fún yẹn gan ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ni máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìdúpẹ́ nítorí
gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò àwọn ni citizen number 1 in Lagos State today. Ààdẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ pé ẹnikẹ́ni ṣáájú wọn nítorí eléyìí màá kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn fún àsìkò tí a ti gbà wọ́n lórí nǹkan bí aago 12 náà ti wà bí gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo wa ti mọ̀ àwa náà la rán wọn iṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ tó ní ṣe pọ̀ ó sóòpọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n kàn lè sọ fún wa pé àwọn ò lè ráyè wá a mọ̀ pé ìgbà tán bí wà bí ara ọgbà ń ṣe wọ́n ṣoṣooṣo gbẹ́ni pé wọ́n tún ti lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ míì but wọ́n lè kúrò láàrin wa òun la ṣe ń láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn gidigidi. èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan inú mi tún dùn púpọ̀ pé èmi náà jẹ́ ọmọ Ẹ̀pẹ́ division fún lóòótọ́ mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n mi ò mọ̀ pé wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ tún sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa tó bọ́n ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sàn-án yìí inú mi dùn gan a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn fún wíwá tí ẹ wáyè tí ẹ wá sí ní ayẹyẹ tí a ṣe fún ilé irú báyìí náà ní ká máa rí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ division lọ iṣẹ́ tá a rán yín náà ẹ jẹ́ tó ní ìjẹ́ tó máa tún dùn mọ́ gbogbo àwọn tá a rán yín jẹ́ nú pé àwọn tá a máa lè máa sọ níbikíbi ó dàbí adé London ká máa ní ọmọ wa ní ẹni yẹn ọlọ́run ajẹ́kẹ́ lè jẹ́ débẹ̀ èmi mọ̀ pé èèyàn ọlọ́run ní gbogbo nǹkan dẹ́
òní láti fi èyí fún ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ yìí ẹni tí inú rẹ̀ dùn sí láti yàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó adúpẹ́ oore tí ìwọ ti ṣe fún un adúpẹ́ ọlá ńlá náà tí ìwọ fi ipò láti ìwọ fi sí àádìpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ fún àwa tí a yí ká láti lè ràn án lọ́wọ́ bàbá ọlọ́run Olódùmarè wá ràn àwa náà lọ́wọ́ iṣẹ́ náà tí o ti gbé fún jẹ́ kí o lè ṣe ní àṣeparí Olúwa máa jẹ́ kí ọ̀tá máa jẹ́ kí ó yọ ọ́ ṣubú máa jẹ́ kí ẹ̀wọ̀n ní burúkú máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé ṣubú Olúwa kí agbára rẹ wá fi wá gba gbèrò agbàdúrà fún gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ pé wọ́n yí ká láti máa ṣe iṣẹ́ náà láti lórí ẹni tí ó jẹ́ igbákejì rẹ̀ àti àwọn akọ̀wé àti àwọn kọmíṣánná àti dígì tí ó máa yàn lẹ́yìn èyí bàbá mímọ́ wá ní sí wọn wá ràn àwọn náà lọ́wọ́ agbàdúrà fún gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó pátápátá wípé kí ìṣọ̀kan àti ìfẹ́ tó túbọ̀ máa jọba lọ́kàn wọn agbàdúrà fún Ẹ̀pẹ́ division bàbá ọlọ́run ìfẹ́ wá fi okùn ìfẹ́ wá fi so wọ́n pọ̀ Olúwa oríire tí o fi ṣe wọ́n máa kásẹ̀ rẹ̀ fún Olúwa abẹ̀bẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ ẹni àkọ́kọ́ ló fi wọ́n ṣe máa sọ wọ́n di ẹni ìkẹyìn Olúwa agbàdúrà fún gbogbo àwọn tá a péjọ lónìí bá a ṣe débi láyọ̀ jẹ́ ká padà lé láyọ̀ Olúwa bàbá nímọ́ ilé tí a ti sílẹ̀ máa ṣe jẹ́ kí wọ́n dàrú fún wa Olúwa ọ̀nà tí à ń padà lọ yìí máa jẹ́ kí oògùn máa jẹ́ kí ó fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa wẹ̀ Olúwa wá dì wá mú ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa ní orúkọ Bàbá àti Ọmọ àti Ẹ̀mí mímọ́.
You're welcome.
I'm the president-elect. I'm sorry our president is not there with us, but she's there with us in spirit.
Fine. That's Mrs. Akinshete.
A very busy schedule indeed. As you can well guess, we are extremely proud that you have been elevated to this well-deserved position, and we felt that in recognition of that, this well-deserved position, and as a colleague, we are of course very, very proud to learn of this, and we have therefore come to pay you a courtesy visit. Now, the association actually needs no introduction to you, because as far as we are concerned, you are a member of the association and you have attended some of the meetings in the past. Nevertheless, I think we'll just like to refresh your memory about when the association was founded in Ibadan. And it's an association of medical women and dentists. And there are now 11 zonal branches. We started off with 2. There are now 11, and I think the youngest is Benue Zone. Objectives are very, very clear. This association, the forum, provides a means of communicating